Hey there, so I am gonna do this video a little bit differently. A few weeks ago I went on a little road trip with my class to visit 3 towns in Russia. And so the first town was a traditional Russian town, the second was a traditional Tatar town, and the third was a mix of the two. Since these towns were all quite different, I thought it would be better for me to record myself saying a little bit of information about each of them just ahead of the footage. So that's why this video is going to be slightly different. So yeah, I hope you like it. Great way to start a trip. We all got given 500 rubles. So the first town was called Nikolskaya. It was around a 30 to 35 minute drive from Kazan heading south, and it was really beautiful. It had this lovely big church in it, and we were greeted by these ladies from the church who were dressed in traditional Russian dresses and headdress. There they greeted us and we danced with them whilst they sang traditional folklore songs, and we learnt about what the meaning of their outfits were and essentially how they celebrate their religion there. Because it's a small town, it was quite an important thing for the community, and I believe it was a good insight for us to be able to see how they were dressed and what they do, and we got to learn a bit more about the holidays and essentially the history and heritage that they try to keep continuing.
Have a look at this.
Чуть-чуть поближе и побыстрее.
Wow.
Гости дорогие, да пройдемте, давайте в Советский дом культуры. Проходите.
Вот девушка незамужняя, лента на голове, коса, девичья краса, здесь бант, здесь бант.
So this is one of the churches in the silo that we're in. So it's a town, but they have a differentiation between town and town with a big church. So derevnya is town, silo is town with a big church. So that's the big church here behind me. And we just watched the women of the church dance and sing their traditional songs, and it was really lovely.
Это my dream. Вот так закрыть, дверь закрыть. Вот здесь ведро, вода. Очень тяжело, я пробовала, это очень тяжело.
Oh my god, it's like Pancake Tuesday, there's lemon and sugar. It's blinis and tea. I can't eat all of these.
Well, you've got to eat well so that you work well.
I work well.
Yeah, you do. You actually do.
Не видно, где же? Алекс, Марчелло вас не видно. Сыр, громко. Марчелло не видно. Теперь можно есть, пожалуйста. Блины.
So the second town that we went to was called Atabayevo, and this town was a Tatar town. So in comparison to the first one where it was a Russian town, we were then seeing the contrast between the two. So again, we saw how they dance, how they celebrate, what their traditions are, and how essentially they have a difference between Russian folklore and Tatar folklore. It was really interesting to see these comparisons, and again, we danced with them, we played games with them. I even tried to play a game myself and failed at it, but it was a really interesting thing to see and really interesting to learn from them the differences. But additionally, at this town, just on our way to the next one, we got to see the connection between the Volga River and the River Kamen, I believe. And so we got to see that just from a distance, but it was really beautiful to see, and you could not see to the other side because I believe it's around 40 kilometers wide. Wow. I only found out last night seeds are called little bones in Russian. Look at the little socks. They made crochet boots. Use those long ruki.
I want it that way.
Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heart.
Hey, tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
Tell me why.
What did you say?
Everyone.
I want it that way. Literally, it's like the Patty Bab. That's the Patty Bab. And then you turn around. So here is the second of the three towns. It's Atabayevo, and we learnt about Tatar games and folk dance, and essentially how people have fun here. But in the last town, we were learning about Russian dance and folk dance, so we got a little comparison of the two. To the bus again to go to, I think we're going to the Volga. Yeah. We're going to the Volga, right?
Yeah, the Volga and another.
Volga and another town.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
What a busy day.
Busy day.
Oh, very nice.
Very good as well.
Now, the third town is a little bit different because it was a mix of the two that we had previously seen, in a way. So the third town was called Tashkirmin, and this town had people living in it who were, I believe, christened under Russian Orthodox and had Russian Orthodox names, but they spoke Tatar language. And so they had a mix of the two cultures that we had already seen during the day, all piled together in one, along with their own traditions. From there, we learned about how they differ from Russian and Tatar, but how they have similarities in both, how they speak Tatar language, but they all have Russian names. I didn't get a lot of footage though, as it was very rushed because we were at the end of the day, and that was really unfortunate because I was really enjoying it. But it was interesting to see and to know that there is a mix of the two cultures. So all that we did after seeing the towns was we went to eat lunch at a place near the river. We got to have ucha, which is a traditional soup made of fish, I believe. It's a fish broth soup, although it didn't actually have fish in it, or at least mine didn't. but it was very nice, and we had other traditional food as well, and then some not so traditional food, which was just sausages and mashed potato, but it was very nice nonetheless. And then after that, we went for a walk in the forest. Because it was autumn, it was really lovely, and we had such lovely weather. It was nice and sunny, and the leaves had just turned brown. It was very golden all over the forest, and our teachers were looking for mushrooms on the ground, as Russians apparently do, which I wasn't as aware of. But it was really lovely as a walk. And then afterwards, we just returned to our bus and returned to Kazan for the day. I like that I got that. We're here to learn about religion, but we can also play ping pong. Is there a pool? So we're in the third town now, and it's where they are christened under the Russian Orthodox Church, but they speak Tatar language, and therefore it's kind of a mix of the two towns that we've just seen. And they also do traditional dance where I believe it's similar to the dance where you don't see the movement of the feet, but of course we saw the movement of the feet when we were practicing. Having seen all the towns, we're currently on our way to go walk in the forest, where we have been specifically told there's bears, snakes, and dangerous birds.
Snakes?
Snakes?
Yeah, snakes. She said
snake.
Yes, the snakes.
The bears too. Dreams.
Oh wow.
It's a poison.
That grebe was poison. Is poison.
It's a tricky mushroom.
I was going to say that.
If you take that, you hallucinate. Oh. Wait, oh,
That's satisfying.
Город Kazan, как я люблю, тартаски чак-чак.
It's really good.
So we're taking a walk in the forest of all places, and because it's autumn, it's known as Babalith, which is in English the Indian summer. And we have views like this. It's very, very pretty. It's a proper autumn. Oh, end of the road trip, heading back. I don't even celebrate Pancake Tuesday.